here with the Cryptalk. So welcome to everyone online. I am Sabrina, and this is the Cryptalk podcast. We just started in English 1 day ago at the Breakout conference event. So I'm so excited to have everyone here. And we record, I think, four podcasts today. So we already have 6 podcasts in English just in 2 days. So please, for you having more contact, just follow us in all social media. So you can find me as Brina Web3 and Cryptalk Podcasts. And if you are watching us live on YouTube, please just subscribe on our channel and put your like. It will help a lot. And I just want to know we have a chat on. We have a chat as a live, so you can just put your comments and I can read it for our uh, in this interview. So yeah, so first of all, thank you so much, Tiger, and welcome to the Crypt Talk podcast.
Yeah, thank you very much for invitation.
Yeah.
And the first, let's cheers.
Okay. Cheers. Cheers to Crypt Talk.
Of course, cheers for Cryptalk. I wish you to grow and to have as more followers as many people in this country. So all population of the country should go to crypto and use new technologies. I think this is the goal of.
With a good go. I hope you can achieve that.
Yeah, we will do everything today. Uh,
Maybe you can start right now if you in this interview.
yeah.
So thank you so much for your time. I'm very happy to have you at the Cryptalk podcast. And yeah, please just tell everyone in the house to know who is Tiger in the crypto space.
It's the main animal. Crypto.
Yeah, like this.
Uh, so I'm a venture investor, and this is my first time in South America and Brazil.
Well, first time in Brazil.
Yeah. I'm really impressed about the country, about the people. It's very kind and friendly. It's really nice and really helpful. And it's pleasure to be here in this also event and in your podcast. And I have some companies in Bali. So I live in Bali in Indonesia. We are doing main nets for blockchain projects, and the other company playing guild. We have local people who play in different crypto games and collect the different assets from that games. And I'm in Brazil now, and I'm searching for new contacts, new experience, or new companies to invest or just to meet.
Yeah.
And I think Brazil has a really big opportunity, and because it's the biggest market in South America. And before I was in Argentina, and I think Brazil is more involved in crypto and Web3 world. And in South America, it's like #1 country if we are talking about Web3 perspective. Also, I was in Florianopolis.
Right?
You have a big Web3 crypto hub.
Mm-hmm.
I know also in Rio there is something like this. Also in São Paulo, I know people that go in to make some crypto hubs.
Yes.
And yeah, it's big potential for new technologies and for crypto community.
Yeah, sure. We just started to do the hubs here in Brazil. So as you said, we have in Florianopolis. We just started one in Rio de Janeiro, and in São Paulo it's just the beginning. It's the idea. Cryptalk is helping people create the first Web3 hub here in Brazil. So all these kind of things is just to show to the world what is happening in Brazil. So I'm very excited to listen someone outside of Brazil from Russia know a little more about Brazil and all the technology we are building here. So yeah, I was very impressed when I met you for the first time. And I hope you are liking Brazil and all the entrepreneurs you talked before.
Yeah, it's many contacts, many connections. It's super interesting. And yeah, as you told, the main important thing if we're speaking about technologies, it's to create community. If people don't use it, it means it's useless. And if you gain and grow a really big community, it's gonna work. And I think also a good idea to involve big companies, big banks, or just corporations to invest and to involve in this process because they rule the market in the sectors. And of course, it's going to be mass adoption of crypto blockchain technologies when, for example, big banks started to use USDT for transactions or any tokens or any of this stuff.
Yeah.
That's then gonna be sure everybody will use crypto in this world. And I think it's also purpose for your podcasts for people who work with you
Yeah.
to attract big companies and who really rule the markets in Brazil.
Yeah.
And it's gonna grow community and Web3 really fast.
Yeah, sure. And when you decided to become to be here in Latin America, what was your expectation about the builders here?
Uh, Actually, I did not have much knowledge about Brazil, South America. I did not have much expectations, but I was more impressed. I thought that it's gonna be here not so developed,
Yeah.
but I was impressed. It's really developed. Different meetups, conferences, much stuff, crypto hubs, and all this.
Yeah.
So I didn't expect that it's gonna be on such level,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, it's really really good.
Nice, nice. And when you arrived here in Brazil, what kind of projects are you looking for here?
First, I just want to understand the mentality, the culture, people, because it's my first time in South America. I've never been here, and I just want to understand people, how they think, how their style of work, everything.
Do you have this answer? Because it's really hard.
Yeah, uh, I think the main thing is not only about crypto, just normal life of tourists, something like this. I think you have many barriers, and that's a little bit complicated for tourists, for example, just in a normal life. And I think it's everything connected with this. I think also in crypto, you have different low barriers, something like this. And of course, this stops the revolution, but it's everywhere because first government should make rules, the laws, regulations, and it should be as easy as possible to make it really easy for people.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think, as I saw, yeah, you have some barriers in real business or in crypto. That's I think one of the main problems. But if you can jump all these barriers, you have a big market, many people, and it's gonna be big business.
Yeah, sure. So, when I listen to you, it sounds for me like you are thinking more about the ecosystem. Created projects is yeah, to create to invest in different kind of projects to create the ecosystem here. Is it right?
The main ecosystem should develop a government, of course, because they give rules to people. But personally, me, I like technological projects. I don't like really entertainment or games or something like this stuff.
What do you prefer?
I prefer projects which do something useful and which solve some real problems of people and which give real value and what you can use in real life. For example, Trust Wallet. Uh, it's just a wallet. You can use your crypto. It's very easy, common. Many people, many millions use it, and something like this, which is really useful for people. And I think this is the best. And I think only companies which do really technology will survive in long term. If we're speaking about 5, 10 years term, they will survive. It's like Ethereum, for example, like blockchain project of like this, or near protocol, uh, which really technological and really useful. I think
Yeah.
this is the future of Web3, and so I prefer to focus on this, and that's why I have part of company which doing mainnets for blockchain projects. So this is it, what I'm talking about, and this is the idea of Web3, that you have decentralized blockchain system depending on many people, and every person gives small value, and together people can be really strong and can do something positive and useful for humanity. I think this is the idea of Web3, that community can grow from one small person to each small person, from small company to small company, and
Yeah.
can do something really big and really useful.
Totally, totally. And I'm thinking when you're talking in my mind, I was thinking about why did you choose Web3 for start to invest?
Yeah, it's a good question, but for investor, I before I was investing in classical startups, and so I think for investor, uh, mm, of course, much more X10, X100, X1000, or anything can give new technologies, and everything new technologies is web free now. And I think for all investors now, it's like only one way, because mm, all banks and everything going in this.
Yeah.
Even the already standard, like famous Morgan Stanley and big banks already invested in Web3 crypto startups,
Uh-huh.
and so already big game players started to do this, and I think this is for any investor, they will come to Web3 because this is the future.
Yeah, makes total sense. And please tell us more about how did you start in this market? How have you listed? When have you listened for the first time about, for example, Bitcoin?
Uh, Bitcoin, of course, I heard many years ago. I don't remember exactly when, but I started to really dig into crypto, I think something like 2 years ago, and started to invest like half year ago, something like this. So I'm not old crypto investor, uh, but it's only actually Web3 is only starting, and I think for people who thinking of investing something, it's now it's really good opportunity and a good time, because now the market is down, and it's, but of course, first people should understand what to do, where to invest, how to invest, and everything. And I think now it's a really good time to invest, and because the Web3 is just starting and it does not have really mass adoption, and I think uh, around 2 years more, it's a good period to start to understand this and to invest or to do something, because when Web3 going to be really mass adopted, when really people start to use it in mass and it will be legal, it's gonna grow like the rocket.
Yeah.
All your investments, I mean, and I think yeah, now is the best opportunity in Web3, and best 2 years, something like this.
Great. And right now, if I ask for you, what's your currently job? What is the name you say? Like you are angel investor, and how is like your day by day? What are angel investor do?
Uh, so for angel investor, it's important to meet as many companies, startups, CEOs, or people like this to meet as many more projects to understand the market or to invest. Of course, that's why I have many meetings. I try to visit different meetups, conferences, any stuff which is going in Web3. And I think for any investor, this is the main part to have as many more startups to see, to check, and at the end to invest.
Yeah.
And so, like any venture fund or banking, investment banking, do same. They actually, if you big bank, of course, you build in your own ecosystem to attract startups. But if you're just small investor, you just try to meet people. This is, I think, the best way because you can understand the mentality, the country, how people thinking only by private talking.
Yeah, and
Not, you cannot read it in books or something like this. Just, I think, to meet people, networking is.
totally. And how do you meet these people, the entrepreneur people? How like entrepreneurs can find you, or how you looking for entrepreneurs?
Uh, as I told you, normally I have many friends and contacts just by WhatsApp, and they always send me something, and I go to really to many uh, conferences and meetups. If I go to any new city, I always go somewhere, and people connect me from like hand by hand. Like for example, in Brazil, uh, I already had some contacts in Bali from Florianopolis. I met that type of people in Florianopolis. They met so many people. They gave me so many contacts in Floripa. And then I visited different events, met more people, and they gave me many contacts from Sao Paulo. Like I met you, for example, and like it's hand by hand. The good thing is that like Web3 community, actually it's not super big, and you can really meet anybody personally you want. And of course, this is we are human. This is the best way to for communication is just to meet people.
Yeah, sure.
And now this is the advantage of not a big community. There is a couple big events, and I can meet anybody I need. I mean, really need. And I think this is the best part.
It's interesting to think about it. And how is it? How have you been here in Brazil? Because most of the people don't speak English. And how is this experience for you? Like when you, because yeah, exactly this.
Yeah, but actually it's too different in Brazil. About what you are talking that people don't speak in cafe or restaurant, taxi. Yeah, I use Google Translate. But if we're speaking about business and investments, all people in Web3 community they speak really good English. And actually, I'm also impressed about this that people, I mean, educated crypto people, all of them speak perfect English, and I don't have any problems with this.
Oh, this is interesting to know. I had no idea. I have, yeah, I really have no idea. Maybe it's because we don't have enough content in Portuguese about the Web3, about the crypto, NFT, metaverse. So the people are building the market right now here in Brazil. Most of the time are just people know English. And this kind of people are translate from English to Portuguese, the articles. So we are very in the early stage. So I think in the stage you arrived in Brazil, you had luck because really we have just a small community here. And this small community is like just like the high level community because most of the people speak in English. But if I think, like I can be wrong, of course. I think if you go back to Brazil maybe in 1 or 2 years, more people you know about the Web3, crypto, and all that things. More people will start in the market. More people will buy and have a speculation about the coins, the cryptocurrency, and things like that. Uh, but these people won't speak in English with you because I think in 2 years most of the content will put in Portuguese. So you active more people, and it means probably we like you like you broke the bubble, you know. And you active the people don't speak in English because you active the different people, not the business people.
Yeah, but for me, it's not problem because as an investor, I speak to CEOs or owners. It's like this level of people, they all speak English here. And but for example, for some local companies, of course, they need to have a local community and speak Portuguese. For them, it's important. But for me, it's like for me, it really doesn't matter. And I I repeat that I didn't have any difficulties to speak with all crypto people, and I was really impressed about this. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's very good to know for more people know here in Brazil it's a good place to put investment because the founders of the startups, protocols, and projects are ready to talk and explain the project and introduce the Brazilian market for all the international investors.
Yeah,
So
of course, but I think people when they start doing startup or any companies, they of course want to be international company and big company. Of course, they need to speak English to grow and to gain to win other markets. And I think it's normal for any market that founders and CEOs
yeah. I'm
people.
saying this because normally it's not common here. Normally we're very you're always thinking more about to have a big company in Brazil. Normally we don't think about international things.
I think this is the difference of Web3 uh, because all Web3 community of the world, it's more closer to each other than Web2 community, for example, or classical business. And that's the reason that people use English to contact the world. And it's already at the beginning founders thinking of international companies, technologies, and that's why they start to thinking in English and start to use this language.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I understand your point of view, and it's very interesting. And I'm very happy to know this kind of a perspective. And unfortunately, we just finished the Crypto Talk was so quickly, but Breakout conference just finished, so we need to finish together.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, but thank you so much for your time. It was very interesting to see your view as a gringo in
Yes,
Brazil. So I hope you come back to Brazil more time and
of course.
keeping seeing all the other projects. And when you come back to Bali, don't forget to watch Cryptalk because we will just start to talking in English and we will show a lot of the others entrepreneurs here.
I would like to welcome you in Bali.
Ah, thank you.
You can open Crypto Talk, Bali Crypto Talk.
Yeah, we need to be international. Yeah. Well, for me, I already said yes. We are in the live, so
Let's do it.
this record later.
Let's do it.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time. And here, just to finish the Crypt Talk, we always do the picture for everyone to see what they like or don't like at the Crypt Talk. So you can say 1, 2, 3. You can look into that. Is the picture for the social media? Yeah. So cheers for us.
Cheers.
Yeah.
One more cheers.
One more cheers. And for everyone who's watching us, please don't forget to subscribe our channel. Send this link for all your friends just to start in the Web3 ecosystem. And yeah, please click in the like on like in this video and tell us below here in the comments what do you like or don't like in this episode. So thank you so much. It was the last podcast at the Breakout conference in English. And what I can say about it is just like thank you, Breakout, for the opportunity, for the space. I was very impressed about the all the event was very specific about NFT, but I could find a lot of good people from the market, and I can see how it's important for the Brazilian market. So thank you so much, Breakout. Thank you so much for all the infrastructure you gave it to us, and it's just the beginning from Cryptalk around Brazil and around the world. So thank you so much. See you in the next Cryptalk in English.
Ciao, ciao.